Hi, welcome to Alex Creative Life. Today I would like to share with you my truck and camper setup. Finally, I think we've got it to a point where we're pretty happy. So I'd like to do the long-awaited walk round, which I've been meaning to do here in New South Wales at a beautiful place called the Gorge, just out the back of Grafton. We built this Trayon camper 2 years ago, and it's had lots of small upgrades to the point where we feel like it's working as best as we can with the budget that we've got for now. So I wanted to show how the Poptop works. The top of the camper is a 70 centimeter lift on gas struts and lever arms inside. So the idea is that we've got full standing head height inside, panoramic fly screen windows that zip up and zip down, and we just love having that extra head height in our truck. Come and I'll show you some more. So I'd like to welcome you to the outside camp kitchen. We have a camp kitchen that slides in and out. We've got a cast iron gas stove, which I really like, just because it's got really big burners and pretty good against the wind. This pushes in. It has a little exterior gas bottle here, which we just set up when we arrive. I have this plate as well, which fits over the entire thing, which turns it into an outside barbecue, which is quite a good sort of hack for getting the most out of your one appliance. This is a water spray, which just gives us a little bit of water. This is for a water hookup when we're at a caravan site. It's a one-way valve. We just clip that on there, and that bypasses our tank and gives us town water, basically, which is a pretty cool feature to have if you're in a campsite. Okay, the next thing, the next locker is there's a gas bottle storage in here. Then this is the vent for our Nautilus Suburban hot water heater, which gives us instantaneous hot water. And then this is just a small locker. Mostly this is bits and pieces, hoses, first aid, mozzie repellent, that sort of stuff you just want to have on hand. All right, come around the back. So we have an external shower here, which has hot and cold water, which is heated by the Nautilus. That just folds up. We've got a little awning here, which is sort of half working. When it's raining, it just gives us a tiny bit of protection over the back door, so you can sort of tuck around and water doesn't fall inside. This ladder just folds up. So when the door closes like this ladder just folds up like that. And there's a strap here that comes across and just Velcros. And that's us ready to drive. Come around the side. So our first locker here is access to the toilet for emptying. So this goes inside, and you can push that right through inside, so you can see, so you can get access to the loo if you need it for nighttime wheeze, which is important. The next locker is towels, swimming gear, and shoes and reef shoes and stuff like that. Then the next locker is the battery and tools. So we've got a 200 amp hour lithium battery from Amptron, which is awesome. And in here, we've got a Red Arc BCDC 1250D charging system, which is amazing. It pumps 50 amps of power when we're driving, and it's got a solar controller, which is really good and really keeps this topped up. So we have a solar panel on the roof, but we also have a solar mat here, which we put out. And all of that stuff is from Amptron in Western Australia, and they have been awesome, and I'm really pleased with the stuff that we've got. It's got a shunt as well, this little guy here, if you come a bit closer. This is a little shunt which takes the negative terminal, and we get all the information is of how much power we're using, how much solar we're creating at any one time, is on a monitor inside, which I'll show you. And if you just come around the front, just a little bit of information about what these are. So these are some carbon fiber rods that we put on here, which just took a bit of the bounce out of the front of the camper. I've got some Dyneema lines with turnbuckles, which put a bit of tension down on the front, because when we went to Fraser one time, we had quite a lot of movement and bucking with the camper. So just to give it a lightweight but strong security on the front, which balances the truck. It's all separate to the vehicle because it's all onto the chassis through the roll bar. And yeah, all good. I'll show you how it looks on the inside. Okay, so here on this side we have the kitchen. We have a Dometic sink and stove system here, real simple one. We've got 3-burner gas stove, sink with a little pump, which is great for inside washing up. So we really like having an indoor kitchen and an outdoor kitchen. It means if weather's bad, we can cook inside, have tea at night and this sort of thing. We've got a system at the back here that I made, which is just canvas pockets, which store all of our stuff nice and flat. So on this side, we've got a 110 litre Waco fridge. So this is where we keep our spices, oils, vinegars. It's a really simple setup. It's just a piece of leather over a plywood frame. It's super easy, but it's great because you've got access right here, straight to the kitchen, straight to the fridge. So this is a tiny space, but it's amazing how many things you can do in this tiny space. You've got 3 drawers. The first one is plates and bowls. Second one is Tupperwares and flowers, teas, herbs, spices, that sort of thing. The last one is a bit like miscellaneous and bathroom gear, bits and bobs like that. Got a little bin here. Around this side is more storage for like pantry, this type of thing. Under here we have access to, we pop that up, there's another locker there just for bits and bobs, and that's where the pump is. So we keep some dry stores down there. And then this also opens up, which gives you access to the outside kitchen. So the pantry from the outside kitchen can be accessed from both sides. And it's super handy if someone's on the inside, you can pass things through like herbs and spices and beers, etc., which is a handy thing to have. We also have this set up here so we can turn this into a little single bed, which is pretty easy. I'll show you how it's done. So you release these 3 pegs. These just pop out. Pop this out. And there's a bamboo post. Just take that out. Put this whole thing to one side. Flip that cushion. Pop that up. There's a power inverter down there as well, just while we're here, which gives us access for charging, which is pretty cool. So that just folds in there like that. And that just converts into a single bed, which is actually pretty cool. But also when we can use that as a little sofa as well if we want to, which is quite nice. We've got little cushions like these guys. Just pop that in there, and this is actually a really nice place just to sit and read and chill out. So this little guy here, which is charging, is the little battery controller, which gives us all the information. So when it's flashing like this, it means it's in charging mode. So we're making 148 watts of solar at the moment and 10.73 amps. We've got 100% and 200 amp hours. So as you can see, it's 147 watts of power. And if I turn this little light on, that now goes down, so that drops down, and you can see it's 127 now. Then if I turn the light off, that just checks. So that's that little shunt working, which is just showing us that at the moment those lights are going to be fully powered by solar if you're using them during the day. So the fridge, which is here, will be used by solar. Okay, so this is our bed area. So we've got a queen size bed. We used to have flip up under storage, but because of the weight we decided to strip all that out. So we had to create an alternative storage solution, and we came up with this idea of the web above us. So we have all of these bungees, and we have bits of core flute, and underneath here we've got clothes and little trays from IKEA which have all of our clothes in it. It's not an ideal solution, but we've got some plans to make some changes in the future for the clothing storage. But we really love the aspect that we get from these massive fly screens. So when we're in bed, we get this really nice view looking out over. We get cross ventilation, which is really, really good. These just fold down when we pop the roof down, and it's actually really, really simple. So it's a really nice aspect to be up, to have all of this amazing head height and air flowing through the camper. It's a real luxury to have it so big, really, on such a small platform. Because the tray itself is only 2 meters by 2 meters square, and this is over cab. And I really wanted it to be this long, so we got a full double bed and full height. This is quite cool as well. So we flip these little toggles, and it releases a massive skylight, which is for stargazing at night, so you can lie in bed and just watch the stars. But you've got to remember to close it up at the end of the night before you're finished, otherwise that sun's going to be burying your retinas out in the morning. I want to talk a little bit about how the roof folds. It's quite a simple mechanism. We've got 2 bits of steel, like little frames linked together with a piece of wood. So it basically hinges down like this, and then the gas struts on the outside help and just compress the whole roof down like this, which is pretty good. So you can get nice and closed, and then I just usually use the foot and just pop it up like that. So just to pop it up, and it's quite easy. Just go pop, pop, the roof comes down, and it's all good. So here's the wife relaxing, enjoying a lovely magazine.
Hello. Here I am reading a magazine about Bert Newton, a true Australian icon.
Lovely. Another thing we like to do is watch movies at night. So we have this that we put up, which basically velcros along here, velcros along there, and makes this projection screen. And we've got a really small Pico projector called the Nebula, which is this little box and this little piece of kit. So this guy just literally sits right there, and we project from here onto that screen, and we could just have a little cable adapter, like an HDMI adapter, which plugs directly into the iPad. So if you download movies on Netflix, you can download them, stream them offline, and you can have your own mini portable cinema, which is, and you can sit here, popcorn, chilling out, and it's like just having a little mini home theater, which is basically 3 bits of Velcro and a tiny Pico projector, which is really, really good fun, and the kids love it.
Here I am on our beautiful queen bed, and I can, in the morning, it's got enough height for me to sit up like this. Oh. And I can do my meditation.
Yeah, so more.
This is snoring.
She meditates every single morning, and one of the specifications of building this fan was to make sure that she could sit up in bed every day to do her meditation, which is most important.
Yes, it is.
All right, well, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our walkthrough of our slide-on camper. So this is our Hilux. This is our camper truck, and we love camping and going on our adventures. So stay tuned, make sure you like and subscribe, because that really helps us out with our viewings. And yeah, catch you on the next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.